I'm Cute Spooky, and today I'm yapping about 5 Steam Next Fest demos that surprised me. Steam Next Fest always sneaks up on me, and every time I tell myself I'll only play 1 or 2 demos, and then suddenly I've played 15 and I've added way too many to my wish list. Some of these games are cozy, some are strange, but all are worth checking out. Let's start with the cozy life sim I've really been looking forward to. Star Sand Island. Star Sand Island is all about leaving city life behind for a tropical escape where you can farm, fish, decorate, and build your dream paradise. You'll raise adorable animals, explore mystical forests, and even uncover ancient ruins. The island's full of personality too. Every villager has their own story, and you can build friendships or even find love. Between customizing your home, cruising the coast on a scooter, and discovering hidden treasures, Star Sand Island blends cozy life sim vibes with a touch of adventure and mystery. I was honestly surprised by the demo, but not exactly in a good way. It felt pretty rough around the edges, which I know is expected for an early build, but it still ran slowly, lagged, and even bugged out when an NPC went invisible and blocked my quest progress. Without the tutorial quest guiding me, I felt pretty lost trying to figure out how to gather materials and craft the next tier of items. At one point I hit a wall not knowing where to find a specific material, and there didn't seem to be a clear way to look it up. I was also a bit disappointed that there wasn't any voice acting, and the character movement felt janky overall. The in-game phone had what felt like way too many apps right out of the gate. It was kind of overwhelming. I'm hoping the full game introduces features more gradually. That said, crafting a skateboard and cruising around was actually really fun, and I loved the cozy vibe of the little starter house, even if it was tiny and bare bones. Next, let's look at a colorful cafe sim visual novel, High Times. High Times puts you in charge of a donut cafe where every pastry can change someone's mood. You'll listen to customers' stories, serve emotion-infused donuts to help them through their problems, and even face your exes who come back looking for closure. It's part cafe sim, part visual novel. You'll craft donuts from scratch, decorate your shop, and make choices that shape your relationships. With full voice acting, a cast of interesting characters, and stylish comic-style visuals, High Times mixes heartfelt storytelling, emotional choices, and a cozy but chaotic cafe vibe. I instantly fell in love with the art style. It's got this bold comic book vibe that totally gave me Scott Pilgrim energy. The donut making minigame was a blast too. It reminded me of those old Papa Louie games, starting off simple but teasing tons of customization options later on. I'm curious if you'll eventually have to remember customers' orders, which could make things even more engaging. The voice acting was excellent, though I was a little bummed that the main character isn't voiced, but that's pretty common for visual novels. I love the idea of mood-enhancing donuts, and seeing how each one affected customers' emotions was super satisfying. Plus, mixing that with a dating sim twist made it even better. Getting glimpses into your ex's backstories was surprisingly fun, and I'm really hoping the full game lets you actually rekindle those relationships. Now let's talk about the dreamy RPG Arcadia. Arcadia follows Maisie, a newcomer to a dreamy world where people literally live out their wishes through arcade machines. Each game reflects its players' hopes, insecurities, and regrets. It's kind of like peeking into their soul. Maisie isn't here to play though, she's searching for someone important to her. But as she dives deeper into this glitchy, surreal world, she keeps getting pulled into other people's stories and mysteries. This game completely swept me away with its dreamy visuals and stunning worlds. The first area, bursting with blooming flowers and cozy flower-shaped houses, instantly hooked me. The colors and anime-style art create such a perfect ethereal vibe for a game about dreams. The controls threw me off at first. You use the arrow keys instead of WASD, but I got used to it pretty quickly. The first arcade sequence, where you play as a rabbit rescuing heart creatures from aliens, was delightfully weird in the best way. It was a mix of light puzzles and simple combat that just worked. It's bizarre, beautiful, and short enough to finish in a weekend, which makes it even more appealing. The next game is a simple lo-fi cozy typing game, Type Her to Sleep. Help Ada unwind and get a good night's rest by typing out her bedtime thoughts. Each night, you make choices about how she handles her workday dilemmas, which directly affect how peaceful her sleep will be. Accuracy and speed matter. Typos increase her stress, while careful typing guides her towards relaxation. With a library of over 5,000 everyday words, multiple difficulty settings, and a soothing lo-fi soundtrack, it's a relaxing but engaging experience where your decisions shape each night's challenge. The demo only had the typing minigame and didn't include the story mode with workday decisions. I tried a range of difficulties, and it can get really challenging to almost impossible at the highest levels. Thankfully, there's enough variety that most players should find a pace that suits them. It's a simple, relaxing experience, and I'm really curious to see how the decision-making aspect will add depth in the full game. And lastly, let's talk about the cozy puzzle adventure game, Rita. Rita is a cozy adventure following a clever little chicklet as she solves word-based puzzles to transform her world. Hop through light platforming challenges, collect letters, and fill out newspaper pages to shape her legacy across generations. From her early adventures to 1933 Aspendale to meeting her grand chicklet. With crosswords, word searches, anagrams, and more, each puzzle brings the world to life, repairing bridges, growing trees, and unlocking new areas. Filled with silly characters, charming environments, and a soothing soundtrack, Rita is a heartwarming escape for puzzle lovers and fans of cozy storytelling. I was honestly surprised by how much I enjoyed this little puzzle game. The word searches and crosswords were really fun, and it's so satisfying to see each word you complete actually change the world around you. I'm not usually great at platforming, but the segments here are simple and enjoyable. I even made it to the very end of the demo, which is something I didn't do with any of the other games I played, and I was sad when it was over. It's such a unique, charming experience, and I can't wait for the full release. And that was my little dive into Steam Next Fest. Let me know which game caught your eye, or if there's another demo I should check out before the event is over. If you like the video, press the like. If you want to see more of me, subscribe. I cover cozy games, RPGs, and visual novels. Bye guys!